Welcome to this Christmas sleep meditation inspired by the enchanting world of Anne of Green Gables. Find yourself in a comfortable position, lying down with your body fully supported. Allow your eyes to gently close. Let your arms rest naturally by your sides, or place your hands softly on your belly. Just your pillow, your blankets, making yourself as comfortable as possible. Tonight we journey to Prince Edward Island on a magical Christmas Eve in the late 1800s. We visit Green Gables, that beloved farmhouse, nestled among the apple orchards and whispering woods, where Anne Shirley, that passionate red-haired girl, has finally found her true home. The word of Avonlea is covered in pristine snow tonight. The air is filled with the promise of Christmas joy, kindred spirits gathering together, the kind of peace that comes from being exactly where you belong. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, breathing the crisp air of maritime winter. And release it through your mouth with a gentle sigh. Again, breathing in the magic and wonder of this special season. Feeling your body settle more deeply into rest and releasing any worries or cares. Letting them drift away like snowflakes on the wind. One more time, drawing in peace and belonging and letting go of everything else. Feel yourself arriving fully in this moment. In this story you are safe, you are welcome, and you are among kindred spirits. Tonight is a night of rest, for dreams, for the deepest, most restorative sleep. Allow your attention to settle gently into your body, just as Anne would settle into the coziest corner of Green Gables on a winter's night. Notice how your body rests against the bed, feeling completely supported, completely safe. Bring your awareness to the top of your head. Feel any tension melting away like frost in the morning sun. Your scalp relaxes completely. Your forehead becomes smooth and peaceful, as serene as the frozen lake of shining waters under moonlight. Your eyebrows soften, your eyelids grow pleasantly heavy, weighted with the sweetest sleepiness behind your closed eyes. Imagine the gentle darkness of winter evening in Avonlea. Peaceful and inviting. You don't need to see anything now. You can simply rest in this gentle darkness. Your temples release, your cheeks soften like fresh fallen snow. Your jaw releases completely, no tension remaining. Your tongue rests softly in your mouth. Your lips are gently closed or slightly parted. Your whole face becomes as peaceful as Anne's face when she finally stopped talking and drifted off to sleep in her beloved white-gabled room. Now simply rest your attention on your breath. You don't need to change it or control it in any way. Just notice it in the way Anne would notice the small, beautiful things in life with gentle attention and quiet appreciation. Breathing in, breathing out. Notice how each exhale carries you deeper into relaxation. With every out breath, you let go a little more. You sink a little deeper. You drift a little closer to sleep. Your breath is as steady and reliable as Marilla's love, as gentle as Matthew's kindness. There's no rush, no urgency. All is well. All is as it should be. If your mind begins to wander, if it chases imaginative fancies the way Anne's might would, that is perfectly natural. Simply notice where it has gone, smile gently at it, and guide your attention back to your breath, back to the rise and fall of your chest, back to this moment of peace. Each breath is an anchor, keeping you present, keeping you relaxed, guiding you deeper into the peaceful darkness of Christmas Eve sleep. The breath of life, the breath of peace, the breath that carries you into dreams. Now imagine yourself arriving in Avonlea on Christmas Eve. It is late afternoon and the winter sun is beginning to set, painting the snow-covered landscape in shades of rose and gold and lavender. Anne would call it a symphony of colors, or perhaps a canvas painted by the hand of the divine artist. You are traveling down a country lane, the runners of your sleigh gliding smoothly over the packed snow. The horses' bells jingle softly, a cheerful sound in the crisp air. You are wrapped warmly in blankets, a hot brick at your feet, perfectly comfortable despite of the winter's cold. On either side of the lane, snow-laden trees create an archway above you. Their branches are heavy with snow, sparkling in the fading light like thousands of diamonds. Anne would call this the white way of delight in winter dress, and you can understand why. Everything is touched with magic. The fields stretch out on either side, vast expanses of unblemished white. Here and there a farmhouse glows with warm light from its windows. Smoke rises from chimneys in straight, peaceful lines against the evening sky. Each home tells a story of families gathering, of preparations complete, of peace descending. You can smell the clean, fresh scent of snow, the evergreen of the forest, and occasionally a hint of wood smoke carried on the gentle breeze. The air is so cold it makes your nose tingle, but you are warm and comfortable in your winter wrappings. As you travel deeper into Avonlea, you pass landmarks Anne herself would know. There's the little red brick schoolhouse, its windows dark now for the Christmas holiday. There's the church with its modest steeple, where tomorrow the congregation will gather. There's Barry's Pond, frozen solid now, no longer called the Lake of Shining Waters, but waiting patiently for spring to return. The sky deepens from rose to violet to deep blue of twilight. The first stars began to appear, tiny points of light in the vast maritime sky, and would give them fanciful names. The Star of Hope, the Evening Star of Peace, and tonight they seem to shine with special brightness, as if celebrating Christmas Eve. Your sleigh turns into a familiar lane, lined with those distinctive white birch trees, and loved so much. There ahead you see it, Green Gables. The beloved farmhouse sits nestled among snow-covered fir trees. Its green gables and white walls picture perfect against the winter landscape. Lamplight glows from every window, warm and welcoming like arms opening in embrace. Wreaths of evergreen and red ribbon hang on from the door. Candles shine in the windows, their steady flames a beacon of home. As your sleigh comes to a stop, the front door opens and there stands Marilla, practical and loving. Calling you inside from the cold. You step down from the sleigh, your boots crunching in the snow, and make your way to the door. Come in, Marilla says in her no-nonsense way, though her eyes are warm. We have been expecting you. You step inside and immediately you are embraced by warmth, by the scent of Christmas baking, by the feeling of coming home. This is Green Gables and you are welcome here. You are safe here. You belong here among kindred spirits. The kitchen is the heart of the home. That is where you find yourself. The wood stove radiates heat, making the room perfectly cozy. On the table sits evidence of Christmas preparations. Plum pudding waiting to be reheated tomorrow. Mincemeat tarts cooling on racks. A fruit cake wrapped in cheesecloth. Shortbread in neat rows. The scents are heavenly. Cinnamon and nutmeg, butter and sugar, dried fruit and vanilla. The kitchen is decorated simply but beautifully. Garlands of evergreen grace the mantle, with red ribbons and pine cones woven through, sprigs of holly with bright red berries sit in mason jars. Everything is practical but lovely, just as Marilla would want it. Through the doorway you can see into the parlor, which is reserved for special occasions. Tonight it glows with quiet elegance. The Christmas tree stands in the corner, not a grand tree, but a lovely one decorated with strings of popcorn and cranberries, paper ornaments that Anne made with her own hands, and a few precious glass ornaments from Marilla's mother. Candles on the tree will be lit tomorrow, but tonight lamplight is enough. Anne appears in the doorway. her grey eyes shining with joy, her red braids tied with festive green ribbons. "Isn't it just absolutely splendid?" she asks, with her characteristic enthusiasm. "I'm in the depths of rapture about Christmas, and you are here, which makes it even more wonderful because kindred spirits make everything brighter. Don't you think?" Matthew sits in his corner chair by the stove, smiling his quiet smile, content to be surrounded by the people he loves. Even Marilla's usually stern expression has softened into something approaching a smile. It's been a long day, and everyone is ready for rest. Anne shows you upstairs to the East Gable room, her room, with its white walls and sloping ceilings. Its window looking out over the Snow Queen's garden. The East Gable room is simply furnished but charming. A bed covered with a patchwork quilt sits beneath the sloping ceiling. The quilt is made of fabric scraps in reds and greens and golds, each square a memory, a story. Clean white sheets speak out at the top. Crisp and fresh smelling. A small window looks out over the winter garden. You can see the cherry trees, bare now, their branches edged dark against the snow. The garden sleeps beneath its white blanket, dreaming of spring. Beyond you can see the haunted wood, not haunted really, Anne would tell you, just full of wonderful shadows and the whispers of fir trees. Braided rug covers the wooden floor. The simple dresser holds a lamp, now lit and glowing softly. A chair sits in the corner with patchwork cushion. Everything is simple, clean, and somehow exactly right. Anne has prepared the room for you with care. There's a hot water bottle wrapped in flannel waiting beneath the quilts. Extra blankets are folded at the foot of the bed. A sprig of evergreen sits in a tiny vase on the dresser, filling the room with the scent of Christmas and forest. You change into your nightclothes and slip between the sheets. They are cool at first, then warm from the hot water bottle. The mattress is comfortable, not too soft, not too firm. The pillows are stuffed with feathers and smell faintly of lavender. Quilts are heavy and warm, settling over you like a loving embrace. From your bed you can see out the window. The snow continues to fall gently. Each flake catching the light from your window before disappearing into darkness. The world is so quiet, so peaceful. You can hear the house settling, the creak of old wood, the whisper of wind around the gables. These are friendly sounds, the sounds of a house that has sheltered generations. A house that knows how to hold peace within its walls. Somewhere below you hear Marilla banking the fire for the night. You hear Matthew's slow footsteps heading to his room. You hear Anne in the adjoining room. Probably kneeling by her window for one last look at the Silver Queen night before saying her prayers. You sink deeper into the bed, feeling yourself melting into its comfort. Your body is so heavy now, so perfectly relaxed. The bed holds you like a nest holds a bird, safe and warm and exactly right. With each breath now, you sink deeper into the peace of this moment. You are at Green Gables on Christmas Eve. You are among kindred spirits. You are home, even if you have never been here before, because home is a feeling, not just a place. And Green Gables has always had enough love to welcome one more. Your breath flows naturally, steadily, like a rhythm of waves on the shore, in and out. Slow and peaceful, each exhale carries you deeper into rest, deeper into sleep. Any thoughts that arise simply drift away like Anne's imaginative fancies when she finally surrenders to sleep. You don't need to follow them. You don't need to think about tomorrow's festivities. Tomorrow will bring its own joys. The excitement of Christmas morning, the gathering with Diana and all the others, the Christmas feast, the laughter and love, all of that can wait. Right now there is only this: rest, peace and sleep. Outside, Avonlea sleeps. The village rests beneath its blanket of snow. The lake of shining waters lies frozen, peaceful. The haunted wood stands silent, its trees holding their snow-laden branches still. Even the sea beyond the dunes has grown quiet, its waves gentling for this holy night. Feel gratitude washing over you. Gratitude for this moment, for this peace, for finding yourself here in this beloved place. Like Anne finding her home at Green Gables after years of longing. You have found your way to rest, to peace, to belonging. Your eyelids are impossibly heavy now. You couldn't open them if you tried. Your whole body has become one with the bed, sinking into the feather mattress, wrapped in the warmth of quilts made with love. You are drifting, floating on gentle waves of sleepiness. The boundary between waking and sleeping has dissolved like a frost on a window when the sun touches it. You are neither fully awake nor fully asleep, but somewhere in between, that magical threshold where dreams begin. You are sinking down now into the deepest, most peaceful sleep, like Anne sleeping in her white gabled room, secure in the love of Marilla and Matthew, knowing she finally belongs somewhere. You rest completely. All is well. All is as it should be. Sleep now. Deep sleep. Deep sleep. Peaceful sleep. The kind of sleep Anne would sleep after a day full of scope for imagination and scope for adventure. now content and ready for rest. Let yourself go completely into sleep. You are wrapped in the love of Green Gables. You are held by the peace of Avonlea. You are cradled in the magic of Christmas Eve in the world, and made beautiful with her imagination. Any sounds you hear only help you sleep more deeply. Any sensation you feel only relaxes you further. Everything now carries you deeper into the most restful, healing sleep. Tomorrow is Christmas, but tonight is for dreaming. Tonight is for rest. Tonight is for peace. Sleep in the depths of peace. Sleep wrapped in belonging. Sleep in the sure knowledge that you are loved. You are safe and you are home. When you awaken on Christmas morning, you will feel restored, renewed, full of Anne's characteristic joy and enthusiasm for life. But for now, there's only sleep. Deep, peaceful, blessed sleep in the East Gable room at Green Gables. Good night, dear kindred spirit. May your dreams be as peaceful as maritime winter's night, as peaceful as Avonlea sleeping beneath the snow, as magical as Christmas at Green Gables. Sleep well and Merry Christmas.